Your fatigue and overwhelm may just be coming from a disarrangement of your home. I'm Jackie Gith and I'm all about amplifying your energy, so being your body's best friend. And that's without relying on coffee or the newest health fad. So if you're looking at up-leveling your energy in your body and your mind so you can feel more confident and agile, then make sure you subscribe below to watch more videos like this one. In this video, I'm going to go through 3 boundaries that I've learned to set to clear my mind and really hone my home space so I can focus better. So one of the things I'll be talking about a lot on this channel is home space, because we are habitual animals. I've said this before, and the habits start in our habitat. So where we are, where we live, where we set up. One of my favorite quotes is, when a flower doesn't bloom, then you don't fix the flower, you fix the environment that the flower is in. In that analogy, to spoon feed it to you, you are the flower, and so we're going to have a look at the environment that you're in at home to help you bloom today. It's really important to think about the environment we live in and work, because it does impact our focus, our energy, and how we feel in that space as well. So one of the trends that's going around the internet is the minimalism, right? So clearing out clutter for this purpose. I like to use the term essentialist more, because then you're keeping all the things that are essential to you, that you love or that you might need for the goals and things that you want to do in your life. There's been a few studies done, and one of them showed that women who describe their homes as cluttered or having unfinished projects, they actually were more depressed and fatigued. So this has a huge impact on our energy, guys, versus the women that were saying that it's more restful and restorative. They felt a lot better. This research that they did also found a higher count in the cortisol hormone in the women that had the cluttered homes and described them that way. Now, of course, this can be a mental shift. So someone, if you actually took a look at those people's homes, one saying that theirs is cluttered, one saying that theirs is restful, this person might be just as cluttered as this person, but it works for them, right? And they don't see it as a problem. So it's not impacting their health. So everyone has a different threshold, I guess, of how much stuff they're comfortable with and what they like to have around them. Now, I know that I'm definitely not minimalist, because I'm very into art and I love doing little projects on the side. So I've always got little things happening here and there. But as long as it's not too much and I keep it at bay, then I feel still restful. And one of the biggest tricks is that I have things in their places. So even if they're an unfinished project, they have a spot in the home at this stage while I'm waiting for something or doing something on a certain day. But definitely comment below if you notice that clutter makes you feel stressed, makes you feel anxious. Because when you go home, you do just want to be able to relax on the couch. And if there's like stuff sprawled out on the couch because of, I don't know, some paperwork piles, or even just a mess of things that aren't supposed to be there, like clothes, then yeah, it can be really annoying and agitating, and then you're not having that time for yourself to rest. So tip number 1 for today is remove your TV. Depending on how your home is set up, maybe you have the kitchen there as well, dining table, and it's like that main space where everyone gathers. Take the TV out of that room. Because number 1, if you're in there to cook, cook. Number 2, if you're in there to socialize with people and talk to people, do that. If you're constantly having that TV in the background, we're not just talking about physical clutter here, we're talking about even just the sounds around you. So really noticing all of your senses when you're in the space. So if there's a constant noise in the background like TV, music is different, because music you can listen to in the background and it's nice, but TV, there's also a visual there, a visual that's taking your attention. You're going, oh, should I watch that? And you get sucked into it, and then next thing you know, you're not doing the task that you were wanting to do. Time wasted. Or maybe even if it's the news, you know, like they're always like really dramatic And so even if you're just hearing that while you're engaged in a conversation with someone or cooking, that's going into your brain. So you're having that extra stress coming onto you from the drama and the things they're saying. If you're especially cooking, it's like a task that's a little bit mundane sometimes. You're just chopping up things or cleaning. That means you're in like a state where you can take in a lot of what's around you. So sound wise, like kind of like a hypnotic state, because you're doing a repetitive task. Whatever's happening on the TV is actually going into your brain a lot deeper than you think and is affecting you. It's affecting your subconscious. And so really, really important to know what you're putting on in the background. So if you tend to do that and you can't help yourself, then remove the TV entirely, or try a whole week without turning it on. So within this point, I really want you to think about the feeling that you want to create in each of your rooms at home. And then if that element, like a TV, for example, isn't going to contribute to it, then don't have it there. You don't need to follow the rules of whatever social's been doing for years, or your family's been doing for years. Like, if it's not going to benefit you in any significant way, then leave it out. Simple. Tip number 2, hide your phone at night. This one. As a new mum, I am waking up a lot at night, so I feel for you if you're there too. Maybe 2 to 4 times a night at this stage. It's always different per phase. I know every baby's different too, but my boy needs me 2 to 4 times a night. And when I wake up and I do have my phone near me, I tend to go on it. And I know a lot of people are tempted to do that. And then I realized that the time that I was awake feeding him, put him back to bed, had a look at my phone quickly, got sucked into something. And then I'm like awake a few more minutes, which is so precious at this time because sometimes I'll only sleep for an hour. But not even that, because I've been looking at the screen or I've been maybe reading something, then I am activating my brain. And so now my brain's active. And so then I'm like, oh, I should go to sleep. Try to go to sleep at, let's say 2 a.m. in the morning it is. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's going to take a lot more effort to then calm myself back down, go to sleep. So have a think about hiding your phone at night. Like, turn it off even. Some phones are so hard to turn off these days, like finding the off button. Set it onto Do Not Disturb, turn it off, put it in a different room to charge. Don't have your charger next to your bed. And then sleep. And then notice the first few nights you do this, if you're used to doing the phone a lot, how you feel different. I notice a massive difference in the morning once daylight comes, how I feel if I've had my phone near me or not. So a big rule for me now is to not have the phone at all in the room. And so when I'm waking up, I'm focused, I'm just present with my baby, and then I go back to sleep. If I say I do have some thoughts, then I might journal quickly, but keep the phone away. Tip number 3. This one is about sweeping. So, in your house, whenever you have 5 minutes, do it right now after this video. Set a 5-minute timer and sweep a room. If the house is too big, just sweep a room. So sweeping means you're taking anything off surfaces, putting it where it belongs, or at the door to take out. If that's still too overwhelming for you, then I want you to look up from your screen where you're watching this and just pick out 5 items that you can put away to where they belong, or that are out of place, and put them away. Do that right now. I'll wait. Good job. Keep going. Is that 2 done? 3 more to go. 5 items. 5 items that you see right now around your space. Put them away. The ones that aren't meant to be there. Find their home. I'll wait a little bit longer. Cool. You done? All right. Well done. How does that feel? Sit down. It's good, isn't it? Or maybe you even got the ball rolling now and you want to do a little bit more. It's that easy, guys. Just start one bite at a time and do a little sweep of the space. Put things where they belong and you'll feel a lot better already. If you have used any of these tips already or you feel like they're helping you, do comment below so that way we can, hear your story and maybe you'll encourage someone else to take their first step as well. And remember, be your body's best friend.